Welcome back, Stack Attack Squad, to the Stack Attack Fantasy Podcast, your one-stop shop to dominate fantasy baseball and football. Come get some. What's up, what's up, what's up? Yo, baby, yo, here we go. Let's start the show. It's the Stack Attack Fantasy Podcast. I am your host, Jeff Trella. My laundry's done. And with me, as always, my brother from another mother, it's, ladies and gentlemen, Trader Andy. What's going on, my friend?
What's going on, man? How's everything going?
It's going well, man. Works hard. How's vacation treating you?
I think it's harder than work. I've been going all out, all over the place. It's a lot of work, but I'm getting ready to go back to work soon.
I hear you. What are you drinking tonight, my friend?
Ah, man. In memory of our last guest host,
he didn't die.
Well, he said that Louis Robert was going to win the batting title multiple ones, so he died. I'm drinking some little girly drinks for his. There you go, Andy McGann. Funny Andy.
Funny Andy, the man of many Zima. No, Andy killed it last week, though, man. I'm proud of him. He brought it, his good dry humor and his deep baseball knowledge. Absolutely great job. Giving Nick the week to take a rest. So, Mr. Mimi, how you doing today, man? You're still a father of one at this point, still, right?
Yeah, we had one false alarm last week, and she was outside before saying, "I gotta go inside. I'm having contractions." Like, oh boy. And they spaced out, so we're still.
You tell her to hold out till 9:30 for us.
9:31. I give a little buffer time.
That's great. All right. I don't want to talk about too much football, but let's do a little Debo right quick because you guys are Jets fans. I know Nick's chomping at the bit to talk either a little draft or a little Debo Samuel. So take 2 minutes and tell me what's going down.
I was busy watching Cy Rydon throw against the Mets right now, but we'll go some football. Debo came out. He wants to trade. That's what he told NFL. We'll see what happens. Pro Football Talk just put out that the Jets are 3-1 favorites right now to land him. So that's pretty interesting. But the Jet Beat is coming out saying that unless the King's ransom, they don't want to trade him. But we've all heard this before. Team knows they have no leverage, so now they're going to try and get leverage. I think he's moved. We'll see. It's getting wild. This has been a wild offseason.
Let me ask you a question, and before I even ask it, I'm going to tell you that I as a Dolphin fan, I thought the Tyreek Hill deal, not the trade, but the contract was sketch. And it's probably going to bite him in the ass down the road, but nothing in football is guaranteed. So yeah, even the guaranteed money is not guaranteed. Is it possible that Debo is just a product of the system? And he's a Mike McDaniel guy, and McDaniel's out of town. He has Tyreek now, and he sees the writing on the wall, and he's like, I got to get the hell out of here or I'm never going to get paid.
See, that's debatable because the Jets have the same offensive system. Mike LaFleur was the offensive coach last year for the Niners, or 2 years ago, sorry. You got Saleh coming, so you get the whole Niners system.
Yeah, but I've never seen the Jets do anything creative like what they did last year.
Oh, Braxton Berrios.
A good call.
The last 5 games or so, when he was lighting up fantasy, that would be the Debo role. And obviously, Debo is a hell of a lot more talented, but that would definitely give him a nice option right there.
All right. So you think it happens?
This is the highest value he'll ever have. What are they going to do? Tell me he's going to sit for the whole year?
Yeah.
I can't see them doing it.
All right. So do you think it happens for the Jets? We got to get to baseball because we're like peak viewership right now.
If they don't get him, I think the whole fan base is gonna riot. This is the guy they have to get. If they don't get him, you're gonna see some rioting. Otherwise, pick 10, Drake London probably.
Oh, yeah, we just lost a viewer because we're talking Jets football.
All right, let's go baseball.
No, but I'm curious. I want to know what you think, though. If they do happen to land Debo, and from what I see you putting out on Twitter, you don't think it would cost one of their top two picks.
No.
So where would they go with pick 10 at that point?
Defense.
Because obviously you're not going wide receiver at 4.
So you take Thibodeau pass rush at 4 or Sauce at 4. and you can go Jermaine Johnson at 10 or, Stingley at 10. You could go defense, add Debo, and you're ready to go. You're ready to roll.
Yep. All right.
I'm getting too excited right now about football. You guys got to stop talking about it because then we get Lawson back healthy. I can't talk about this.
On a quick side note,
it's freaking April.
I would imagine Scott Fishbowl invites are probably coming soon, the next month or two, because he's starting to release live draft cities.
Dude,
So
I will fly to Kyoto, Japan for a live draft in the Scott Fishbowl. I'm all in on that. So I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, I signed up for a live draft in New York, but we'll see, man. I would absolutely do that. Turf was awesome doing that live.
Turf is good. Turf is fun.
I'm not even going to say what I was going to say.
Let it go.
On the aft chance that guy is possibly watching, but
he is not.
The dude at the other end of the bar. So, how's Turf treating you guys? Are you doing okay? I'm middling, man. I'm stuck in like.
You know what I noticed? I noticed yesterday with the Turf standings. I'm pulling up my team right now. I was in, I think, 8th place in our Turf league, and I think 75th overall. So I think that just goes to show our league is pretty stacked right now.
Yeah, that's a great point, man. I think our league is going to be in solid contention for number 1 overall.
Yeah.
But Andy, you're doing well in TGFBI. I think I'm coming for you, my dude.
Oh, good. I need some help out the top. I mean, I'm doing pretty well. It's the opposite of Turf. I'm getting crushed in Turf with injuries and everything. So I'm trying to make some acquisitions and free agent pickups and stuff like that. And
did I pass you yet? I'm in like 25th, 30th, something like that.
Right now it looks like I'm in 32.
Yeah, I'm beating you.
All right, man.
There's one difference though from last year. Last year, I came out balls blazing, like 3rd, 4th place overall, right out of the gate. But I had Bellinger and Trevor Bauer, who were my first 2 picks, fizzle. But now I'm sitting here. I'm in 1st place in the top 25, I believe. That's for you, McGann. In the top 25, and I got Lance Lynn, Trevor Bauer, Fernando Tatis. I got all these superstars. Adley Rutschman. My bench is better than my starting lineup, and I'm in like 27th, 28th place, something like that. So I'm stoked for TGFBI.
Well, if if all of our teams are going to fly up if Trevor Bauer finally comes back.
Yeah, I mean everywhere. And I don't really want to talk about that because we talk about it all the time. But this is freaking ridiculous.
Miggy's one more hit from 3,000.
Yeah, he's going to get it, man. What a star, man. I love Miggy. I love him. Andy, you were the first on to Miggy, man. We were
I had his jersey.
I think and you got his jersey from the Marlins his rookie year, and then he changed his number the next year.
Yeah, I had it for the World Series when he made it to a World Series. I got it. I had him for a $5 keeper. He was my future franchise. I got a jersey and he changed his number the next year. It was awesome.
Yep. Yeah, you still have that jersey?
No, I don't have any jerseys, so I'm giving those things up.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, because people come and go, man. Look at all these people.
All right.
I got a Vernon Golston jersey somewhere out there.
Oh, don't say that name.
Let me ask both of you. What is your favorite or least favorite jersey you've ever owned? Nick, you go first.
Oof. Probably Vernon Golston.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a Vernon Golston jersey.
That's your least favorite.
Least favorite.
So what's your favorite? And it could be a current one.
Actually, the pretty cool story. The Jets Lounge. It's a Twitter account, Twitter community right now. They do a lot of spaces and everything. Did one of those, pick numbers 1 through 50, and I was at work and I saw it. I'm like, screw it, 47, and I immediately got an alert saying I won. And
People win those things?
Yeah, I won Elijah Moore jersey. Got shipped to the house. So shout out to those guys. It was awesome. It's legit.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, so I'll be wearing that next Thursday night.
Did you get it yet?
Yeah, I got it and everything.
All right.
That's awesome.
That's nice, man.
Huge shout out to those guys. It's great.
All right, Andy, your favorite jersey and your least favorite jersey you've ever owned.
My least favorite ones, Matt Harvey, Vernon Golston, and Mark Sanchez. All drugs. Some homeless guy. Some homeless guy right now is wearing them around the place because I actually gave them to charity. My favorite jersey, I actually gave the charity too because I just don't want any more jerseys. Is Reggie Bush USC gold jersey. It's
Wow.
beautiful. I gave them all away because I dropped a little weight, so none of the jerseys really look good on me. So
Right. My favorite jersey that I currently own, I don't wear jerseys often. It was actually given to me by my best friend, and it's a number 22 Will Clark San Francisco Giants jersey, and I'll wear that next week on the air for you guys, no problem. But my favorite jersey that I got rid of and gave to the homeless guy, but I'm so upset that I did this because it's such an awesome throwback jersey, was the Chicago Cubs Mark Pryor jersey. God damn, man. How sexy is that now? I would love to rock that. But my worst jersey is number 5, Washington Redskins, Heath Schuler.
yeah.
That's before your time, Nick. All right. All right. Let's get into some baseball here. Let's talk a couple of injuries. We saw my guy I'm actually heavily invested in is Hyunjin Ryu, left the start Sunday with left arm inflammation. What does that mean? I don't know. It's a little scary. We saw John Means when they said left forearm stiffness and soreness on Means. I said right away, dude's out for the year. Tommy John, here it comes, and I was right. Ryu, I'm not really sure. It says he's gonna miss 2 to 3 weeks, but for now, it's kind of opening up a job opportunity for Ross Stripling, who I like. Any interest in anything in the Toronto rotation that jumps out to either of you guys?
Not really. I know you like Stripling and all, but those guys are streamers at this point.
Yeah. Do you think that this is with Ryu out of there, and Berrios is a veteran too, and Gausman almost won the Cy Young last year. Do you think this is really Alek Manoah's rotation at this point? Is he the ace?
He is the ace. I love that guy. Mm-hmm. He's off to a good start. I have him everywhere last year too. I had him, and he, like I said before, he's like the future Lance Lynn, like a just big burly guy that's gonna push through and get a lot of starts, minus this year for Lynn, of course. But he's gonna give you the innings. Yeah, that hurts though.
It looks bad too. It looks bad for Lynn too. It looks like it's at least 6 weeks from now for him. So ouch. Keep going.
So I think it's his rotation. It doesn't matter what day he started. He's the number one guy there.
Right. All right. Let's go over to San Francisco. Alex Cobb. He's off to a sketch start. Strikeout rate was way up. I think he had 14 strikeouts through 2 games. He was everybody's sleeper darling coming into the season because we saw the 2 to 3 mile an hour uptick on the fastball. The 4-seamer was up as high as 97, 98. Now he's leaving with a right adductor strain, which I don't even know what the hell that is. It's part of your groin, which I could imagine a pitcher's drive leg kind of being a problem. So we think Cobb is going to be out for a while, and anything jumps out about the San Francisco rotation in any way for either of you guys.
Cyberdon.
Yeah, he's looking good. Dude's looking good, man. 12 strikeouts last week. What's he doing so far today? It looked like he was on point.
He was up to 5 before. He just struck out 2 in a row. Let's see. He's at 7 right now through 4.
8.5 was the over-under.
Oh, man.
Right. Andy Logan Webb, I'm starting to think that you might be wrong about the absence of Buster Posey hurting this pitching staff because they look pretty damn good so far.
Speculation. Joey Bart's not doing well back there. He's
struggling.
He's really struggling, but
he's hitting the ball though.
Yeah, and that's a pleasant surprise. That's what we all wanted anyway. But I think Logan Webb just didn't have the control yesterday, but he looked dominating in his first start.
Yeah, I think Logan Webb is is basically he's an SP1. It's here. You know, if you don't have a share, you missed out, and we're going to be drafting him in round 3, 4 next year. So, all right, Dodgers. Your boy Andrew Haney went from looking like dog crap to looking like Cy Young to
Yankee fans hate him.
to now he's back on the IL. You know, is he done? And where are we at with this Dodgers rotation? Because Urias has looked like he's having problems with his velocity, which is usually precursor to an injury. Walker Buehler's just kind of been pedestrian so far. Clayton Kershaw looks lights out. He looks ready to go. He's poised for a good season. And Trevor Bauer just looms, man. We're supposed to. Are we going to get extended on Bauer once again? Is that going to happen?
I think so.
Probably.
Yeah,
I think so.
It's disgusting. So where are you at with these Dodgers pitchers? Is Haney, is he in trouble? Is he out? Like, I
wouldn't be comfortable.
Yeah, it's scary, man.
Yeah, I would not be comfortable with that notion.
Yeah. They're saying it's not supposed to be long term, but it's his throwing shoulder. Like,
yeah, it's not good.
You can't feel good about that crap. You know, he's cooked, man. Let's call time of death on him.
You think he's cooked, done?
Yeah, he's cooked. He's coming back. Trevor Bauer will be back, and Haney will be in the bullpen in long relief when he returns.
And if Bauer doesn't come back, probably by next month, Bobby Miller.
Then we riot.
Bobby Miller will be up, and he'll be dominating.
Yeah, Bobby Miller could potentially come up. Have you seen anything with minor league results from him yet?
Of course, he pitched 2 games. You know, they're not stretching him out. He only pitched like 4 2/3 innings, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 hits.
Nice,
dominating.
Nice,
looks really good.
Nice. All right, let's move off of the pitching mound and onto the batters. And we got some encouraging news about Ronald Acuna. Yeah, just the other day, and it looks like he's gone out on his rehab assignment. And you know, I guess they're figuring he's going to come back in. They actually gave you a date. I think it was May 5, May 6, something like that. So he's looking good. He's already played. Stole a base. That's what everybody wants to see.
Yeah,
is he stole a base in a rehab game? Like, come on, like. You know, that's like, nice fucking hit. Hayes, don't ever fucking do it again, right? What are you doing stealing a base in a rehab game? But
he's ready.
Honestly, considering where we're at right now, and if you look at the first round and some of the players, like, you know, Mookie Betts is a struggle. I almost said Dante. Bo Bichette's a struggle. If you drafted Acuna in the late first or even the early second, who cares that he just missed a month? Because he's going to come back and he's going to be an MVP caliber player for you when, you know, like that's the thing is, and hindsight's 2020. But if you drafted Mookie Betts over Ronald Acuna right now, you hate yourself because you'd rather have a 0 than what Betts has put forth. And Acuna is going to be back in less than 2 weeks. And he's a star.
So let me add on to that. It's beautiful that you see a guy who had, you know, an ACL injury steal a base. Okay. Is it beautiful to see Fernando Tatis running around the outfield playing soccer and falling over and laying on his head? Like, are you serious right now? Are you serious?
Yes, I could.
Really? Is that what we want to see?
It's a little disgusting. Yeah, I got to be honest with you. You know, I got a couple shares of Mr. Tatis, and I don't think I'm ever going to do that again because he's just a lightning rod, like begging for problems. I got 2 shares, including TGFBI. I'm never doing this again.
So,
you know,
real quick, I gotta say this breaking news real quick. Ohtani's got 2 hits today, 2 RBIs. He's also throwing a perfect game through 5 innings with 11 strikeouts.
Wow. Nice.
It's insane.
Sorry to interrupt you, Jeff.
It's
So,
insane.
so those of us who started him as a pitcher today are feeling kind of good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
get him a couple
Kiner
spots.
Fala. Another single. He's had a nice series. Kiner Fala for the Yankees.
I'm waiting for his home run because I want to hear the John Sterling call.
Oh my God! So I was at the hospital last week, and that was the Yankees Blue Jays game, and that was a Stanton hit. And I'm like, it's a home run. That didn't work out well. Yeah, but it's caught.
All right, Jose Altuve hit the injured list. He was considered day to day. They put him out, left hamstring strain. You know, as somebody that has a lot of Altuve, I'm concerned because hamstrings early in the season, when it's still fluctuating weather, it can linger. So I have a feeling that once he comes back, you're probably looking at a month of him not running, when I thought that some of the stolen bases would come back. But bigger than that, Andy, our boy, Mr. Pena, is getting a leadoff spot.
That's beautiful.
You think he's got a chance to run away with that spot and hold it?
I think at some point he's going to stay up there, and they'll put Altuve second maybe, but I think that's his spot long term. I think they're going to try to work him into it, but with the injury, this gives him an opportunity to jump up there.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm excited. How you feeling about Mr. Buxton? Are you exhale yet? Looks like he'll be back in a couple days.
We're good. We're okay. I'm not jumping out the window yet for that. So we're in good shape. Could have been worse.
Listen, let me give you a quick hot take on Buxton. He might be one of the best defensive players I've ever seen. And there's been some good ones. Andrew Jones, Ken Griffey Jr., obviously some great center fielders. They need to DH this dude for at least a month. Like, let's just say, hey, dude, even though he hurt himself running the bases, like, dude, just go out there and put up some MVP numbers. The hell with the defense. You're bound to run into the fence at some point. Like, and just do that. You think they could do that for him?
I heard somebody mention that, just putting him in the lineup, letting him. Well, I mean, he got hurt stretching a single into a double. So this guy's just Mr. Glass. He's going to get hurt, and it's going to happen. But they did say something about putting him at DH and putting Gordon or Larnack in the outfield for a little bit.
Right. So do you think that, it seems as if whoever performs the most between Gordon and Larnack is going to run away with a job after this, because Kirillov's out for a while. So
he's actually starting to rehab.
Yeah.
He's actually starting to rehab. He's going to be back sooner than most. And I actually have been the things of, I'm out on him this year. If anyone who's ever listened to the show know, I'm, AK-47's biggest fan besides his mommy. But, I'm out on him. He hurt his wrist that he got surgery on last year. And, we know that wrist just sapped the power out of everything. He was struggling to begin with. So I'm out on him this year. For future, I'll go on. I'm in.
All right. Teoscar Hernandez. This is a guy going third round. I don't think we have much of him, but we were on him several years ago when he was up and coming. Great speed power guy, a little bit of batting average. That's probably his Achilles heel. 10-day IL with a oblique strain.
It could be 10 days. We know this.
Yeah.
Obliques are the worst thing in baseball.
Yeah, I don't even know what the oblique is. It's like your core. Where is that?
You drink.
Where's your oblique?
You just drink too much box of wine to know that. But
are you saying I don't have an oblique?
You do. It's somewhere though. But somewhere there. I've been looking for mine forever. I can't find it.
All right, so he's out a while. It seems like Raimel Tapia is the winner right now. He's basically playing every day, not doing much with it. Bradley Zimmer is in town. He hasn't done anything yet, barely even playing. It's just a holding pattern. Like is Tapia somebody worth playing right now, or not so much?
I don't think so. Last guy in your roster type thing. He's out of Colorado. He had minimum value there. He doesn't have much in Toronto.
F him. No problem. All right. Guy that we actually drafted in our 30-team dynasty league that came balls of fire, batting over 500, couple of home runs. Owen Miller lands on the IL today mysteriously, but it looks like it's COVID. They didn't actually say that, but 3 players went on there.
Yeah.
Multi-position eligibility. Andy, what do you think of this guy? Is he real deal? Is this somebody that, I actually picked him up in TGFBI and I have him in my lineup. So I'm a little screwed right now, but is this somebody that's got staying power for the season?
I think he does. He has flexibility. He plays multiple positions. I don't think he's a full-time player. I don't think he should be playing shortstop over Gabriel Arias, who just got called up from the Myers, who's their third best prospect. So I think that he's best moving around from position to position, getting a lot of value that way. In the Myers, he was a good hitter, good on base percentage. You can look at double-digit home runs and close to 10 stolen bases. So I'm not out on him.
So he's Kike Hernandez, basically. Is that a decent
I
comp?
didn't say he was really. I didn't say he was really good, man. We like Kike. He's solid, but he's close. He's close, but
he's not going to get there. So if you dropped $1.5 billion on him in Fab, you're a sucker.
No, because that provides a lot of flexibility for you. When he comes back, he plays everywhere, so it's good.
I don't know. Nick, you have any shares of Owen Miller, or you just
I picked him up. I picked him up in an AL only this weekend.
Oh yeah, that's a great buy. That's a great spot to have.
It was great.
Absolutely.
I had the second claim, and I got him, but obviously can't use it now.
Hopefully it's only a few days. I mean, that's the thing is when you factor in the protocols now, like Corey Knebel was on the COVID IL for 1 day. Like
Nick Senzel, same thing. It was like a weekend stint, and he was right back.
Yep. Well, the actual protocol with the CDC is if you're asymptomatic, you're allowed to return to work and return to the public within 5 days of testing positive. So it's possible. I mean, with Knebel especially, they lost 7 games in a row almost, so nobody knew where the hell he was. And he came back and got a save today, so that's encouraging. But
promise,
this COVID is going to be a bastard, and the bigger bastard's going to be the Toronto Blue Jays. They're talking about the Red Sox are going to lose several players because they're not vaccinated. All this back and forth. Toronto apparently is 100% vaccinated, but
Yankees are too now.
Is that real?
Boone announced it today. Every Yankee will be making the trip.
Yep. Every Yankee has acquired a fake vaccination card.
They called Antonio Brown for that one.
That's great.
Oh, guys, and just as my wife said, I jinxed it. Yeah, he just gave a base hit. I jinx everything.
You're not allowed to talk about it.
Jinx.
Yeah. Not supposed to talk about it.
Yep. All right. The last injury is actually I want to get Andy's take on this because you're a little fired up and everything, and you like fights. So Tyler Stevenson, man, he got stiff armed by Luke Voigt, and he's on the IL now, this 7-day IL with a concussion.
Luke Voigt's a big boy, man.
Voigt came in there looking like Iron Mike Steel.
Yeah.
Like
with the freaking metal forearm.
Yeah, like what was that, man? Like
he's a bully.
And did you hear
He's a bully.
But you hear Tommy Pham was like, yo, when and where, man, I'm ready for you. I don't care.
He's ready to throw hands.
Dude, he's been stabbed before. He don't care.
He's ready. He don't care.
Stabbed before. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Voigt's a bully. That's why he's not a Yankee, because he bullied everybody in the clubhouse. Anthony Rizzo almost beat him up, and then he got traded. He's a bully.
Yeah,
that can't hit.
Well, that incident got upstaged today by that situation in that college game where
That was awesome.
That is
what was that
crazy.
about, man? The pitcher like speared the dude after hitting a home run. Did he talk crap
sure.
around at the base? Or
That is
Yeah.
crazy. I saw that.
Yeah,
that
do
was
something.
great, man. I felt like I was watching Edge against Randy Orton.
Yes,
was
I
nuts.
love it. Yes, that was awesome.
Oh man. All right. So let's move off the injuries. Let's get into some oh god. It makes me want to be injured to talk bullpens.
I don't even want to talk bullpens.
Oh, we
Oh,
have to,
horrible.
man.
Bad.
This is our job, bro. So let's start with something that I'm kind of okay with is Kansas City. So Scott Barlow, his fastball is down almost 5 miles an hour, right? So it's pretty obvious he's going to be on the IL in the next like 3 to 5 minutes. Like his arm is about to fall off. Stomont has popped in there, and this is a guy that we love. 28 years old, good prospect. Had an opportunity last year and kind of screwed it up. We've seen him get 2 saves in a row, but yeah, if you don't watch it, like it was a freaking circus getting there. I don't know if there's enough confidence in it. It might be because we got Thursday night waivers in Skidoo League, I have Ryu on the IL and I'm trying to talk him down. So I get Stomont for just a couple bucks, but I'm scared of this dude, man. I like him better in a holds league where you're just letting him pitch whenever and not having to pitch the ninth. But guys, where you at with Barlow and Stomont, Amir Garrett, Royals bullpen?
Man.
Do we care?
I love him. I love Amir. Just because
he wants to beat people up, man.
I loved it because he wanted to fight the whole team and like right there. Plus, he's a St. John's shooting guard. I loved him. But Stomont has the best stuff in the pen. We've known that. We had him. He is a little Armando Benitez type. But
yeah, perfect comp.
You could tell he's scary, but he gets the saves, and you could tell because we're getting offers in our 30-team dynasty league on him this morning. So you knew his stock is rising. So.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, and like that's something I want to talk about too. Like when you see somebody get a save or two and you're in a 30 team, or no, that's not a 30 team. That's a regular dynasty league. But there's 900 players rostered. Are you trying to sneak a trade offer onto me? Like as if I'm in this dynasty league that I'm paying, $300 to enter the league and there's 900 players. Like, you don't think I don't know what the hell Stomont's doing? He's on my team. I'm paying attention. Why are you trying to trade that, crap bag from Pittsburgh and Cesar Hernandez for him? Come on.
Well, just you have to try. People try the crap, and you never know what someone else's opinion on another player will be.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, the trade I did in my dynasty league where I got to be in Cassis and the deal, like I got like 9 emails about that. Like,
Volpe had a home run tonight also.
Wow,
nice. He's getting hot. But,
so you got Volpe and Casas in the same dynasty trade? Did you
Mark
give
Vientos.
up Acuna and Vlad Guerrero?
I also got Mark Vientos, who I love, power hitter slugger from the Mets, and I gave up Jeremy Pena.
Okay, we love him.
And yeah, I loved him, but he wanted to do Volpe for Pena straight up, and dynasty. I was going to say yes right away, but then he asked for some 19-year-old pitcher from the Tampa Bay who's 5 years away, and he took who else did he take? Oh, Reed Detmers I gave up. So it was Detmers, the Tampa Bay Bitsko prospect, and Pena for Volpe, Cassis, Vientos. Smash
Accept. All right, yeah. Andy. I'm going to take you back to a year, back in the day, 2021, 2020, when we used to get some fun out of you on this podcast. We're going to assume this guy is not here right now. And I want you to give me what you see scrolling around the bottom. Come on. Oh man, yeah, that's a bad trade, man. That
People were hyping me up because there's a spot where you talk about the trade, and they're like, "Oh my!" They're like, "Jesus Christ, Andy, good trade." I'm like, "Oh, calm down, guys, calm down."
Bro, Pena is hot shit, man, and like, you know, prospects are prospects and whatnot, and we'll talk about Julio Rodriguez in a little bit. Jeremy Pena is like a sexy ass ball player, man. Like he looks like an A-Rod type ball player, and he's going to be a thing. But dude, like if you gave up Pena, like you should have given him the players that you got on top of Pena for Volpe in that deal. But awesome trade, man. Great job.
Well, Casas was the guy I really wanted.
Oh, hell yeah.
Base, and soon, because Dahlback is not looking good.
Yeah. All right. So we're talking about bullpen still. Go back to this buzzkill. Let's do Houston for a second. Presley, you know, are we concerned about his injury?
No.
We're not. We're calling it a short-term thing. So
it looks like he threw a pen session. He threw a pen session today. It sounds like I'm sure he'll be back by the weekend.
Yeah. All right. So if you dropped $100 on Stanek or Neris, you're an idiot. Basically, I don't think
desperate measures.
Yeah, I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did it somewhere.
The closing market's pretty bad.
Listen, the bottom line with Hector Neris, when his sinker is on, he is absolutely freaking nasty. When it's not, like, just turn your head and don't go there. All right, so Nick, I'm going to ask you first because the San Francisco bullpen, like, please help. I have pieces of all of these guys, and is this just what it's going to be all year?
Well, we thought Duvall had the job, and all of a sudden, magically, we see Jake McGee come out and get a save. Just when we thought the job was secure. Now it's crap. What do I do now?
Yep.
It's wild. I mean, it just is closers in general. I'm excited to watch Anthony Bender get a save. That's pretty damn pathetic. I get nervous watching him.
Kapler, you can't trust anybody.
I know. I'm just saying, it's just horrible. You can't trust any closing situation right now.
Let me give you a quick timeline of Giants closers in my life. So Kapler announces that McGee is going to be the closer. Jeff puts a couple fab dollars on McGee, picks him up. He blows up, does nothing. Jeff waives him. 3 days later, McGee gets a save. Jeff goes back in, puts fab money on, adds him, and he does nothing since. So he has one save, and it's in the time frame when he was not on my team. So this is just something to avoid. I think just stay out of this. I have shares of McGee. I have shares of Duvall, and I have shares of Dominic Leone. Like, just stay out of it, right?
Yeah, it's not worth
it. Unless you're in a league that has daily moves where you're funneling in some middle relievers here and there, just stay the hell out of this situation. It's disgusting. You mentioned Miami, though, Anthony Bender. Your boy Dylan Floro, it sounds he's on the mend and he's going to come back. Do we think it's possible that he might take that job back, or has Bender shown enough?
I mean, Bender, the only time he's been blown up, I mean, I think he blew the first save opportunity he had, or no, I don't think it was a save. I think it was a non-save shot. So there's been 2 chances he's come in and he's blown, but they've been non-save situations. The save situations have been dicey, but he's got the job done. I think he holds it until he blows another save, which is probably inevitable anyway. But I don't know. I have a lot of Dylan Floro, so I would like to see it.
Too many base runners.
That's the issue. I mean, against Philly, I can remember his last save. He forced a double play, and he got Bryce Harper, I guess, on a fly out, but with the runner ready on first with 2 outs. Right. So whip is not ideal there.
All right, Nick, we'll stay with you with the closers. You're a Yankee guy. Aroldis Chapman, we're seeing that fastball down as low as 94.
Here's the thing, though. He's accurate with it. I mean, I watched Chapman all last year, and when he throws 130 miles an hour, that ball's going to hit the freaking third base dugout. But now he's throwing 94, 95. I mean, with the exception of the Baltimore game, wanting to be cute throwing sliders, he's actually pretty accurate. So maybe he's decreasing his velocity to compensate for his wildness. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's safe to roster Clay Holmes or Chad Green or somebody. Maybe in a deeper league, and you have the room for it.
Wow. You didn't even mention Loizaga.
Yeah.
He didn't want to say the name. He wanted to say the name. That's why.
Yeah, I couldn't pronounce it.
Mess it up. Yankee fan mess up his name.
Lasagna.
He's such a stud, but he blew up the other day bad. But
He did,
I don't know if you
did.
saw it last night though. Schmidt, who lit it up last night. I think he had like 6 or 7 strikeouts.
Right. Talking about the Yankees, what was that situation with Garrett Cole and apparently he was going to make a donation if he got to 2 innings or whatever the hell that was.
What is it? New York Porch Sports. It's a satire site saying that if Garrett Cole promised some school 600 MacBooks if he went 2 innings, and obviously it's a joke. And the Angels broadcast actually picked it up, and the clip is on Twitter. It is hysterical, and they're like, "Oh, what a shame." He could have got that. It was awesome. I'm gonna send it to you.
Right. Yeah, you know how that got me? I believed it the first time I saw it too, because they said 600 MacBooks. That's random. It's not like he would donate $100,000. It was 600 MacBooks, not 500 MacBooks. 600. That was great, man. That's hilarious.
Angels broadcast picked it up. And speaking of, that's concerning. Garrett Cole, he's really been concerning. I don't know. I think Nestor Cortez is the true ace of the rotation right now.
Oh, yo, how much did you just drink? You gotta relax. There,
I have $1 share of him, so I hope he's an ace.
Of course, he could be a number 2 that they don't have, but
yeah, but he looked good.
Yeah, I would have been your rich friend if I used him the other day in DFS, but I got talked out of it because it was somebody's freaking birthday.
Birthday.
And we went with Alec Manoa. Yeah, we got that, right?
The birthday moron.
Birthday moron for you. All right, no problem.
Good job.
All right, you just mentioned Garrett Cole, so let's talk some hitters that are starting the season off a little bit of a disappointment. Let's roll with the 2 rookies, the hot rookies, Bobby Witt and Julio Rodriguez, man. Both of them are looking a little sketch right now. What do you think, man? Are we worried? Any chance they get sent down, or are we just going to work for it?
I don't think
Too early.
I don't think it's too early for this year. The people who drafted Julio Rodriguez this year, you're going to lose out on him. I think that with the alarming part of him that was never in his game was the what was it? I think he had 16 strikeouts. He's got like tons of strikeouts. He has 16 strikeouts already in like 32 at bats. Like that's obscene. And with Kyle Lewis getting healthy and coming back soon, he might get sent back down like Kelnick did last year and go down for a little bit. It could happen if he doesn't straighten up.
Wow. Yeah, I don't have a single share of them, so like my reaction to that is like, cool. But that's scary, man. I mean, the difference is between Rodriguez and Witt is, Witt was drafted very high. We even saw him go in the 3rd round in turf. He was drafted in the top 10 rounds because it's been widely assumed since last year that he was going to be a day 1 starter. Julio, that was kind of an afterthought, and that didn't really come to fruition until a couple days before opening day. So he was drafted, bench rounds, 20 rounds in the 20s, whatever. Once it was announced that he was going to make the team, or, lingering that he would, he moved way up in ADP. But, most teams that have an investment in J-Rod could probably, deal with the fact if he gets sent down. In Dynasty, it's, whatever. You probably want him to get sent down at this point, but, in a redraft, it's not hurting you. It's the same as if you drafted Riley Green, like whatever, I didn't pay that much for him. Right. All right. So Other cold players that are starting to turn it around. We saw Ryan McMahon get a couple of hits today, extra base hits, nonetheless. So I'm not really worried about him. Arozarena's had 3 good games in a row after a very slow start. But another rookie, our boy Josh Lowe, man, he's not really doing it right now. So what do you think, Andy? Any chance he's going to get sent down too, or
he's starting to come around a little bit, and he provides very good defensive value as well. The problem is with a lot of these guys like Tampa Bay and Colorado, they're playing in really, really cold weather right now, and it's a struggle. Anybody who's tried to hit a baseball in the freezing cold weather, it sucks. So you just can't get loose, and I think once they get back home, then they'll do better. I think Rosarina is starting to come around today. I think Lowe will be.
Yeah, fine. I'm not worried about him. It's the rookies I'm more worried about. Josh Lowe struck out 16 times already this year. That's concerning. 40 at bats, 60 strikeouts. That's scary.
Did you see Joe Adele before yesterday? He had a 50% strikeout rate.
Yeah,
16 strikeouts out of 32 at bats.
Yeah. Funny Andy talked about him last week and basically said he could go kick rocks. So I'm kind of on board with the kicking rocks on Joe Adele at this point. Kind of done with him. I need to see something. I think he's going the almost like a Jorge Soler type of career where
Anthony Rizzo with another stolen base.
That's sick. That's just sick.
Back-to-back days of stolen.
That's not even right, man. That's sick.
That's great.
All right. I got another rookie I want to talk about real quick. That's off to quote unquote a slow start. Nick Lodolo. So as we're looking at him, he's got an 80 ERA and a 2.0 WHIP, and most people would be kind of concerned about that, right? But dude, the guy's striking people out. He's got 12 strikeouts in 8 or 9 innings. But the most important thing is, and people probably don't realize this unless you watch the game. Right now, of all starters in Major League Baseball with 2 starts or 2 starts at least, he has the best hard hit against rate in Major League Baseball at like 21% or something like that. The average exit velocity against him is the best among all starters in baseball, but he has an 8 ERA and a 2 WHIP. So, I feel like he's always been a pretty good control pitcher, and right now the high WHIP and the high walk rate is probably just nerves. Yeah. Andy, what do you think, man?
Bad luck. I think they're not hitting the ball that hard. They're not making solid contact off them, and they're just finding the holes. I'm a guy on him from the beginning. I think that he is definitely the best rookie starter on that team, and I've said that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I've said that for months, and he made a bigger jump than Hunter Green did, and he kind of forced himself into action with injuries and his good spring, but I think he'll come along. Do not give up on him.
If you want speculative save opportunities, Jorge Lopez with the second save for Baltimore right now, 1-0.
Oh God, that's painful.
It's extremely painful. Makes me want to throw my phone against the wall.
All right, Nick. So Nick, I know you have a couple of shares in Nick Lodolo. Mm-hmm. I'm curious, are you using him yet, or are you keeping him on your bench at this point?
He's on my bench. Turf, I kind of got forced to start him, I think, because of injuries. But he's on my bench. I want to see what he's got. That's exactly it. See what happens. See what goes on with him in the Great American Small Park. You've talked him up for years. I like him. I think give him a few starts, might start to settle in a little bit. Yep. Him and Hunter Green are looking pretty decent.
All right. Yeah. The problem, and it's too small of a sample size to really figure it out. He's got such a low hard hit rate and a low exit velocity against, which is encouraging. But his FIP and his xFIP are both, the FIP is up there with the ERA. The xFIP is 350. It's a little scary. So I'm with you, Nick, on that. I'm going to keep Nick Lodolo on my bench for as long as I can. I'm going to watch it, and then when the game comes that he goes 5 innings and strikes out 11, and goes full Nestor Cortez on you, it happened on your bench, but then you'll feel confident with starting him. I think
it's there.
Well, like we said, we don't want to give up on these guys. Obviously, we just named 3 players that I actually sent out multiple offers in all my guys for Joe Adell, who I still believe in, Lodolo, J-Rod, all these guys. I did this with Jesus Luzardo months ago. You just got to buy low and then wait for him to fly.
Right. All right. So you buy low and you sell high. So if you're an owner of CJ Cron, are you selling it right now? No. He's batting 330, leading the MLB in home runs and ribbies with 6 and 16. He looks juiced and ready to go, man. Striking out a lot, which you expected, but he's the top dog. And one of his teammates, Connor Joe, looks just the part. A couple home runs, stolen base, batting like 350. So these 2 guys, are you selling either of them, or are you holding on tight?
I'm definitely holding on Cron. He's done this before. He's locked in at that position in a great ballpark, and I expect him to, keep doing what he's been doing. He had a big year there for his last year, hitting 28 home runs last year. He could go 30, 35 easy. Connor Joe, I don't know. What do you guys say? What do you think of him, Nick? He provides a lot of flexibility. He's hitting the ball. He's getting on base.
He's got that Coors effect.
All right.
I'm for it. I mean, that lineup's been great. Chris Bryant's been on fire. CJ Cron's been red hot.
Yeah, I mean, the thing on Joe is that they're giving him the leadoff spot against lefties and righties. I think they've realized that the ship has sailed on Charlie Blackmon, and Connor Joe might just be the new Charlie Blackmon at this point.
The funny thing about Blackmon is in Coors, he in the second spot did 2 sacrifice bunts before the 5th inning. Who bunts in Colorado?
Yep.
That bunt's gonna go over the fence.
That's great. All right. So the best hitter in baseball right now, if you go onto baseballsavant.com, is Seiya Suzuki, man. This guy is unreal. I can't fathom the fact that we have a player who came over from Japan to the U.S. Japan is notorious for free swingers and, poor mechanics from hitters, but they just get the job done. See Ichiro Suzuki in his entire career. And we're looking at this, and right now, Suzuki has the best walk rate in the league and the best plate discipline numbers in the entire freaking league, like coming over. Do you think he just started looking for the walk and let's do this? But when I say plate discipline, it's not even not swinging. He's only swinging at strikes. Like, this guy's on fire. 4 home runs, 11 RBIs, batting over 400, not running at all, but are we buying it in? Is this the rookie of the year?
Yes. National League, yes. American League, they're loaded, but National League, I think so.
Yeah, I'm in love with Suzuki. I don't have one share, and
all those guys I was talking about that were struggling in the cold. He's in Wrigley in 20-degree weather, hitting 4 bombs and striking out less than he walked, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, by a tremendous rate. I mean, he's walking 28% of the time. Again, same thing. It's small sample at this point, but
yep, Miggy's coming up.
Let us know if that hits.
On air.
All right. Any other players you guys Any other players you guys want to talk about before we start going downhill here?
really quick. Mackenzie Gore looked good today. 7 strikeouts.
Oh, hell
I believe
yeah.
it was.
Hell yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, I spent a pretty penny on him in many NFBC leagues, including TGFBI, including Turf. Like, I'm all in, man. Andy, what do you think? Like, Blake Snell, are we concerned about him keeping the position when Snell comes back? Nick Martinez doesn't appear to be a threat at this point. Is Mackenzie Gore probably, with the last 2 starts, bought himself a good 5 starts, right?
Absolutely, definitely. Getting Paddock out of there helped as well.
Yep.
Are you listening to that live?
Yeah, yes, never.
Okay. All right. And
what on earth is happening?
A couple other guys.
Oh, struck him out.
All right.
Not tonight.
That's what you get here at Stack Attack live, play by play. All right. And you're not the best cover man in the game for him. He doesn't know what I'm talking about. All right. So Jeff McNeil, he's back. Everyone who got a deal on him in the draft season, it's good. He had a rough year last year, about 251, but the last 3 years before that was 329, 318, 311. The guy is slapping the ball, which you want him to do. He's taking hits where they are. They're putting a shift on him, but then they're pitching him outside. And he's slapping it to third base and getting easy hits. He's going to be on base. He's going to do a little bit of everything, and hopefully Lindor doesn't beat his ass this year. Another guy who I know Nick likes, and I was all in on them, and then we were out, and then we're back in, and then just when you're out, they just pull you back in. But Gavin Lux, I like what he's doing, and the thing that he's done this year is that he's batting ninth. He has no pressure, and he is waiting for his pitch, not trying to press, and he's walking more than he's striking out. He's making good contact, and he's been on base. He's been a problem. He has a little bit of a back problem, but he'll be back by the end of the week.
Nice.
And here's an issue I have right now. Bender's in the top of the ninth in a 0-0 game right now. Struck out Goldschmidt, walked O'Neill. So I hate these non-save situations. He's going to blow this.
Yeah, that's baseball, Nick. Are they home?
They are home. They are home. He can get the win.
The closer has to come in on a tie.
Get the win.
I think that's the book of baseball.
And he just gave up a run.
Oh, wow.
He just blew it.
Loser.
What did Arenado do?
So one guy,
Arenado just hit a home run.
Wow. So one guy that I wouldn't give up on yet, and he's actually in a contract year, is Dansby Swanson. At 143, he's striking out 20 times in the first 42 at bats. People are, people get very impatient. So I think that if you can get him on the cheap, I think he'll bounce back pretty nice.
Nice. All right, Andy. You took a victory lap on that Volpe trade earlier, so you're obviously a pretty good dynasty player. So give me a couple of guys that you're buying in dynasty right now.
I got 5 guys I'm buying, which I'm going to give you 5 guys I'm buying. I can go with 3 this week. I can just make it 3.
5 guys, burgers and fries.
I got 3 guys that I'm out on, so I'll give 3 and 3. I'll do my favorite, my favorite ones. First one's the ones that are out, okay? And Nick, get nervous. Nick Prado, I'm out. He is horrible. He's striking out 55% of the time. He's done that last year. He's horrible. He's going to hit some home runs, but his hit tool is horrible, and he's going to strike out 200 times. I'm out. I don't like anybody that has a bad hit tool, and he really is struggling at the plate. His pitch recognition just is horrible. For whatever reason, I'm not going to say, but
I think you just said horrible 11 times about Nick Prado.
All right. Jason Dominguez, I'll just say it right there. He's horrible. He's going to suck. And if he does anything in a month, those who have him, sell him. I just don't think it's there. And it's part of the Yankees with their overhyped shit. He's horrible.
Please tell me when, because I have him in my 30-teamer.
You can't sell now because you'll be selling low. The other one, very down on, and that's his name, Jeter Downs. He's cannot hit a curveball. He is the Pedro Serrano of the Boston Red Sox. He can't. It's horrible. Any pitch that he struggled on in the AFL was from a curveball. He's not going to be able to hit in the majors and keep a job. So let's see. I got 5, but I'm going to pick 3.
No, give me all 5, man.
My favorite right now is Gavin Williams from Cleveland. He's a first-round pick. He's going to be a monster. He already is. He's dominating in A-ball right now. And something with this organization.
Player development. Absolutely.
They develop pitchers really well. And, he is going to be number 2 to Daniel Espino, who the guy on the bottom said was going to be the best pitcher in baseball. And, people were already saying, we're going to be – oh, please, come on. Cab guns down, bro.
Dude, Arm Day was like 23 years ago.
So he's going to be developed, and he's going to come up pretty quick, and he's going to be right behind Espino.
Probably same day.
Here's a interesting stat line I came across too. Asa Lacy on a couple days ago went almost 6 innings, had 7 strikeouts, only 2 earned runs. So maybe he's turning the corner.
Nice.
And that's very strange because what have you noticed with Kansas City? It's the exact opposite. If Gavin Williams with the Royals right now, he wouldn't be on my list. Look at all the pitchers they drafted that are all struggling. There's a reason for it. Mm-hmm. They can't all suck, but they're all struggling, all of them.
Amen, bro.
Singer. Yeah.
Great point.
I haven't seen a single one that's been great.
Not even good. I mean,
not even good at all.
Ubik, Singer, Jackson,
Kowar. Ubik, Singer, Kowar, Lynch.
All of them. I like them all, but they're not developing to where they are. Next guy is Zach Geloff. He is with Oakland. He's military. He's dominating right now. He was really good last year. He has a high, good hit tool, but even a 60 hit tool. I've been getting a couple shares of him already. Another one, and this one, it's not cheap, all right, but he is flying up faster than Gavin Williams. It's Kyle Harrison from San Francisco. He is going to be their future ace. He's a star. He's just dominating right now. I think he had like 90. What was it? He had 157 strikeouts in 98 innings last year. He's huge, lefty. Yeah, I've been getting a couple of him. I did get my first share of Gavin Williams on my birthday, so I was pretty excited about that.
Nice.
All right, the next one will be. Now pause. The brother. His name is Wilmer Flores.
Yep.
All right. He has the exact same name as Wilmer Flores, the crybaby from the Mets. He is absolutely dominating right now. He's not stretched out. He has a huge arm, 60 fastball, 60 slider. He's dominating. If you could check him out on Twitter, you could see these crazy videos. The problem with this is that his changeup is like a 40 or 45. He can't develop that third pitch. If he doesn't develop that third pitch, he's going to be a closer or a back-ended reliever. But he's really young right now, so I expect him to still work on trying to develop that. He's with Detroit. All right, and my last one and my favorite one, because no one's really talking about him, and he's at the bottom of most of the list. I think he's like 15th on Milwaukee Brewers. His name's Felix Valerio. All right. Now, this is
I don't know who that is.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
You got me, bro.
He is available in our league. I already looked, but I picked him up. He's on the waiver wires on most dynasty leagues, definitely 20-team leagues. So I picked him up on all of them. He is a 60 hit tool monster middle infielder. Just bats over 300 every year. He's developing power, which is coming this year. The worst part of this thing that I want to talk about is, he was a Met. The Mets signed him, and they, my guess it was that idiot Brody traded Valerio for Keon Broxton.
Oh God!
Where's the moron right there? He did Kelnick.
Oh my God!
And Kelnick,
boom!
Kelnick and Valerio. Horrible. So those are the guys I got. Those are guys I'm building up on. I'll have another list for you guys next week as well. And let me just get into the real retro real quick.
That's incredible, Nick, bro. Good shit, dude. Love it.
Nice. Thanks.
All right. Give me a throwback player, bro.
All right. Nick won't know him.
Oh yeah.
So you could just
No.
continue. You can just continue watching for Miggy's next hit. All right.
Yeah,
so
he's done for the night.
I thought Miggy was going to be the throwback player today, so I'm screwed.
Would have been fitting.
Retro 15-year career at 288, 2195 in hits, 3 All-Stars, including his rookie year. He was an All-Star. He was a first rounder, 1992. His best year was 1998, 12 homers. Doesn't sound good, right? 75 RBIs, batted 327, 411 on base percentage, and 26 stolen bases. But he just happens to be a catcher.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, because
Piazza?
26 stolen bases, bro.
Oh,
back
no,
sleep.
no.
Go back sleep.
Career.
No,
I missed the stolen
Piazza
base
might have
part.
stolen 26 bases.
This guy had 8 seasons of double-digit stolen bases out of the catcher position in the 90s, which made him an elite fancy asset.
All right, tell me the other crap again. I wasn't paying attention enough.
288 career, first rounder, 1992.
All right, it sounds like Pudge so far.
2,195 hits. No, because Pudge had more than that. He only had 3 All-Stars, which Pudge had more than that,
Yeah.
including the one in his rookie year. His best year, he had 12 home runs. So he's not a home run error. So it wasn't Pudge because Pudge was on the juice. 1998, 75 RBIs, batted 327, struck out, walked 51 times each. 26 stolen bases, 7 or 8 years of double-digit stolen bases. Let's see. Nothing? No? I got you.
I'm thinking.
All right. His name's
Jason Kendall?
Yes! I was just about to say. Good job. Nice.
Yes!
Very nice.
I pulled it last minute.
Very nice. So
Yeah, the stolen base, but no power is where I was at on that one.
he used to go for so much in fantasy.
Yeah, because he stole bases at a position that nobody stole bases.
Yep.
Oh man.
Oh.
I'm so proud of myself to keep
Yeah,
the
that was
record.
good.
You gotta be I can't tell you, like, I put so much pressure on myself to get this throwback player every single week, and I'm still perfect. You usually make it easy for me. That was the hardest one.
I'm pretty stoked about stumping you in the dynasty pickups. So that's beautiful.
Yeah. Dude, so much so that I can't remember his name now. Like,
It's like
that's awesome.
He's a gas station. The Valerio. Don't they have Valerios?
That's how West.
Oh man, great job. All right, guys. It's been real. It's been an hour. Let's get the heck out of here. You guys have anything intelligent you'd like to say before we do so?
This might be the last time you see me with single bags over my eyes. You might see triple bags next week.
Yo, you got the draft next week, bro. You better lock it up, man.
I'm gonna have baby
Tell
A,
her-
baby B, and
Tell her,
draft.
tell her to keep it in there until next Friday.
We're getting close.
All right.
At least get to like 10 o'clock on Thursday after the Jets have made their 2 picks.
We might trade up. Though.
Oh, you mean a third pick into
Yeah, they got 30. They got 35, 38, and 69 as of now. You could easily package 35 and 69 and go right up to the middle of the first.
Anything that involves 69, I'm down for it. Let's go.
Works. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the first round of the NFL draft and be like, yeah, we got Tyreek Hill. Yeah, we got Tyreek Hill.
You don't pick it off the first 2 rounds.
Yep. So, all right, man. It's been a lot of fun. Guys, appreciate everything you do. I am at JTrella20. This guy up in the top left is at NMimi. And AMac22NJ, for some reason, is not putting his Twitter handle on the screen anymore. This has been the Stack Attack Fantasy Podcast. Thanks for everything, Trevor. We appreciate all you do. Let's get on out of here, boys. Peace.